All right, guys, so I want to import some samples today from a USB flash drive, and I want to make a kit out of them. So let's go. So first thing we want to do is import the samples. Now they are already on the flash drive that I plugged in the back over here. So first off, go ahead and go to a blank kit to make things easier, and then go to menu. And then you want to go to the wave menu right here. Go down to import. And then right here I have a bunch of samples. You can use this too, which is way faster. But yeah, so I have all these one-shots that I want to import to use to make a kit. So you can also preview the sounds here. Now you might recognize some of these sounds, maybe, maybe not, but they are from my analog Rytm sounds that I've crafted myself using the analog engine on there, as well as some of the samples on there. So I wanted to get that kit onto my Roland here. So just go ahead and select all the ones that you want. If you're super smart, or rather a pro tip, rather than put all the samples like I did in one folder, you should make some folders on your USB card, and then that way you could utilize something like check all. But since if you don't think that far ahead like I did, then you have to do them one by one. So there's a pro tip for you. Make a folder. Like if you're making a kit, make a folder, and then it'll be way easier to, to select them right here. So I'm just going to go ahead and select these. Oh, not that one. Okay. Okay, let's import them. Are you sure? Of course I'm sure. Okay, wave import completed. Okay, so back out of there. Now we want to edit our kit. So let's go over to Kit Edit 1. We're going to go to Pad Edit. Whoops, there we go. Okay, now this part is interesting. Now keep in mind, it'll tell you which pad is selected right up there. So I'm going to go ahead and select the first pad here. Now, interestingly, by default, it's set to all, which means that that includes the factory samples. So you want to select that all part, whoops, and go to user. Use this to select user. And then that way you can select, it'll only bring up the ones that you've actually imported yourself. Eventually that might get a little confusing if you import a ton of samples to your SPD, but for now it's easy because these are the only ones I've imported. So I want this to be the kick. I generally like to follow the convention that is already laid out by the SPD, by Roland, and normally the kick is here. Okay, so let's go to the next one. Oh, and also another pro tip, if you want, you can go through each one and select user. I've already done that for, I think, all of them. There we go. That way it just, I don't know, makes it easier that way to kind of select the samples. So let's see, I probably want this one to be the snare. And then maybe have this one be the rim. Okay. Then we'll have this one be the toms, high tom, mid tom, and low tom. Okay. Then this one I'll probably have set to... So this is where things get interesting. You want to kind of lay these out in terms of how you're going to be playing, which, you know, for right-handed people, you know, you're playing the hi-hat or whatever with your right hand, and then you're playing the snare, you know, with your left usually. So I don't know, maybe I want to rethink how I'm laying these out. So let's go ahead and put, well, yeah, I got the snare there. Anyway, that's just something you want to think about when you're laying these out. But for now, I'll just go ahead and lay them out here. Let's see. Okay, and then my open hat. There we go. So now, there you go. You have a kit. So we'll back out of here. Set the kit name. Now I'm just going to name it I'll name it Rytm, just to keep it easier for myself. Whoops. All right, bam, Rytm. Okay. And then just exit out of there, and there you go. And of course, it'll have them listed down here, which ones you have in each slot. And of course, you can get into some crazier stuff if you want to start layering and things like that, mess with effects. So I'm going to go ahead and leave it there for today. But if you want me to do some more advanced stuff with the SPD here, then definitely let me know. And I will see you guys in the next video.